Good morning, boys and girls. I hope you're all well. I hope you've had a lovely weekend and you are ready for a new week of distance learning. This week on Guided Reading, we are going to be looking at a new book, but first, let's remind ourselves of our reading strategies. You can use any of these strategies to help you with your reading, but the ones I want you to focus on are your eagle eye and stretchy snake. Your eagle eye is when you look at the pictures to help you with a clue with the words, and your stretchy snake is when you look at the letters in the word and you stretch the sounds out slowly and you go back and say the sounds all together. Let's have a go at a stretchy snake of our own. Habitats. H, A, B, I, tat, S. You have a go for me? Good job, well done. Let's have a go all together one more time. H, A, B, I, tat, S. Good job, well done. The book that we're going to be looking at this week is called Big Ears and Sticky Fingers. Wonder what this will be about. So, boys and girls, here is our book on Oxford Owl. Let's have a read. Big Ears and Sticky Fingers. Staying alive. If it is cold, you can put on a coat. If it is hot, you can take your jumper off. But animals can't change their clothes to match the weather. They need special feathers to help them stay alive. The place where an animal lives is called a habitat. The animals in this book live in some of the toughest habitats on the earth. Big Ears. The sandy deserts of North Africa are baking hot in the day, but there is very little rain. So how does a fennec fox survive? The fennec fox is about the size of a cat with enormous furry ears. The fox loses heat through its ears, and this helps it keep cool. Big ears are also brilliant for listening out of prey. Wild fact. Fennec foxes have furry feet so they can walk across hot sand without burning their toes. Sticky fingers. A strange-looking animal lives on the island of Madagascar. It has big ears, large front teeth, and long, thin fingers. Like sticks. It's called an AA. The AA is nocturnal and lives in the rainforest. It taps on a tree with its thinnest fingers and listens for the hollow burrows of the insect grubs. Then it chews a hole in the bark, sticks its thinnest finger in and pulls out a juicy grub. Wild fact. AAs have sharp curved claws on their feet for climbing through trees. Snow White. It is cold and snowy in the tundra, but the snowy owl feels at home. Its white feathers match the snow and camouflage the owl when it hunts for small animals like lemmings. The owl has good eyesight for spotting its prey. It flies low over the ground and snatches the prey in its sharp talons. Wild fact. Snowy owls have thick, warm feathers. They even have feathers on their legs and toes. Sea-loving lizards. The marine iguana is a lizard from the Galapagos Islands. Its favourite food is seaweed. It scrapes seaweeds off rocks with its knife-sharp teeth. Wild fact. Marine iguanas swallow salt from the seawater. When they eat, they sneeze to get rid of the salt. The sea around the islands is stormy and cold, but the iguana has features that help it survive. It has long claws for gripping slippery rocks. It has a big flat tail for swimming. Hot baths. These monkeys are Japanese macaques. They live in the mountains where it is freezing cold in the winter. The monkeys have a clever way of keeping warm. They sit in pools of warm water. The water is heated by hot rocks underground. The monkeys also have thick fur to keep them warm when they get out of water. Wild fact: sometimes the monkeys make snowballs just for fun. Tight squeeze. The green anaconda is a snake that can grow as long as a bus. It lives in around water in the tropical forests of South America. Wild fact: anacondas have dark green or yellow skin with big black spots. This camouflage hides them from their prey. The anaconda lives in shallow water. Its eyes and nostrils are on top of its head so it can see and breathe. It waits for an animal, such as a small deer, to come for a drink. Then it pulls the animal into the water and wraps its body around it. It squeezes the prey to death and swallows it whole. Caring dad. The midwife toad from the mountains of Mallorca has a flat body. It can squeeze into cracks and rocks to hide and stay safe. The toad's habitat is very dry, but toad tadpoles need water to grow in. So after the female toad lays the eggs, the male toad wraps strings of eggs around its back legs. When the eggs are ready to hatch, he finds a puddle of water for the tadpoles to swim in. Fun fact: male toads carry the eggs for up to a month. They shelter in damp places so the eggs do not dry out. Antifreeze fish. The Southern Ocean around Antarctica is icy cold. Most fish would quickly freeze to death. But the Antarctic toothfish has a special antifreeze in its body that stops ice forming in its blood. This huge toothfish is a fierce hunter. It has sharp teeth for eating fish and squid, but it has to watch out for seals and whales that like eating toothfish. Wild fact: the Southern Ocean is often icy. Under the ice, the water is dark. Antarctic toothfish have special eyes for seeing in the dark. Dragon disguise. The leafy sea dragon is a fish that lives among clumps of seaweed, but you need to look closely to spot it. It has a yellowy green body with flaps of skin, so it looks like a seaweed. The sea dragon's camouflage hides it from other hungry fish. Its body is quite hard and spiky, which makes it a horrible meal for any predator. Wild sea fact: leafy sea dragons eat tiny shrimps. They can suck up hundreds of shrimps for their long, thin snouts. Now that I've finished reading, go all the way back to the beginning for me and have a go at reading it yourself. If you are struggling, you can rewind the video and listen to me read it again, or on Oxford Owl you have the play button where they can read it for you. This week on Guided Reading we are going to be doing another word search. To access the word search you need to click the link that I will put in your portfolio and it will bring you to this page. You'll first need to enter your name and press start. Once that has loaded, you will need to press start again and find the words down the side in your word search. Don't forget to send me a picture of your fantastic work. Enjoy and have fun.